What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be customizing the Challenger Hellcat in Forza Horizon 4. Awesome car. This is really what put Dodge back on the map in terms of sales. I mean, this car really helped them out a lot, and if this car wouldn't have been made, then the Demon would not have been made either. This car was them saying, you know what, F it, let's just make something crazy and see what happens, and everybody loved it. So, I mean, it really helped Dodge out a lot. I really like this car. As a little side note, I do have one in real life. I don't think I'm rich or anything. I got this car used, a really good deal. It's a 2015, so it's not, not new or anything like that. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, I do post other cars on there. We have other cars in my family as well, so you can see more crazy stuff there. Instagram is the same as my YouTube channel name, but with underscores, so digital_car_addict. But anyway, let's take a look at the car here in the game, so I can give you guys a good idea compared to my car. So, I mean, the engine bay looks identical. The only one little thing is that the coolant for the supercharger on the left side, the tube doesn't exit from that corner. It exits from the front. But I mean, just little things. I mean, that's nothing too crazy to poke at. I mean, it's really good the way it is for being a game. I mean, you can't really ask much more. The trunk's pretty good. At this angle, you can see the shifter. The shifter is way too high. I don't know what they were thinking there. The door panel looks good. Everything looks good here. You can tell that the shifter is just way too high. I don't know what they were thinking. It's not that high in the real car. I'd say it's about chop off like a good 3 inches off the bottom of that shifter. But everything else looks good in here. This one has a sunroof. Mine doesn't have a sunroof. I'm not really a fan of sunroofs that much, but it looks pretty good. Start it up here. And that starter is not the same either. The sound is decent. It will never be the real car, not even close. It's somewhat in the realm. I mean, it's acceptable for an arcade game, but Forza, I'm not sure. I mean, I really think they could have done a lot better. A lot better. But I mean, at least we have the car in the game. There's a lot of games that don't have Hellcats, so. And the detail's pretty damn good for being a game. Turn on the lights there. Very nice. And they actually got it right. In 2015, had the right side of the headlight had the intake, but the passenger side did not. So they did good there. Oh no, really nice. Pretty well done. Not too bad. Alright, so before we go crazy modifying it, I just want to show a baseline stock top speed run, just so you guys have an idea of what it does stock. And then I'm going to show another top speed run fully maxed out, and also a little drag run at the end with drag tires. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video, but for now, here's the stock top speed run. Alright, 205 pretty much, not too bad. I mean, top of that 206, but that was slightly downhill. We saw it kind of balance out right to about 205. Not too bad at all. The real car does just under 200, 199, so that's not too far off. That's pretty damn good, pretty damn close. Forza, kind of exaggerated a tiny bit, but I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a game, just have some fun. Alright, so now let's go ahead and start checking out the customization options. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the manufacturer colors. So you got the Tour Red, the dark red, it's like Octane Red, Sublime Green, my car, B5 Blue, you have the Integral Blue, I think it is, you have the black, You have the metallic black, granite crystal, I think it's called, silver, the white, and then the silver. So not too bad. This white is kind of strange, though. The whites in this game are very weird, but you know I'm definitely gonna paint it this color. It's my favorite color on this car. For those of you who don't know, 2015 was the only year they made the sublime green pearl. That was the only year. It's very rare, this car. In the other years, they made a darker color called gold green, which is a lot darker and it had no pearl. I'm not really a fan of that one too much. I like this one a lot more. Alright, now let's check out some of the customization. So the first thing we're going to go to is conversions. Let's see what we got here. So we got a drivetrain swap. You can make it all-wheel drive if you want. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it rear-wheel drive. And you have body kits. So you have the Liberty Walk kit. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of like the little rivets. I like the way Dodge did it better with the Demon. How there's no rivets or anything. It's just very sleek and they kind of follow the lines of the bumper and all that and the fenders. This one just looks too, I don't know. Not really a fan of it too much. If you want a wide body, just get a Demon, honestly, or a wide body Hellcat. So next up we got the visuals. So you got the front bumper, which is just a splitter under the existing splitter with canners and a tow hook. I'm not a fan of that either. Then you have the Liberty Walk ducktail spoiler, which looks decent. I'm not really a fan of how far it sticks out over the sides. Not a fan of that either. I mean, the customization of this game is very limited as far as visual customization goes. I'm going to keep the stock spoiler there. So next up here, we're going to go to engine. So see what we got here. We got intake. So you got an extra 12 horsepower there. Fuel system, extra 17 horsepower there. Ignition, 15 horsepower there. Exhaust, 19 horsepower there. It's adding up little by little. Camshaft, 67 horsepower. There's a big one. Stock valves, 15 horsepower. Race valves. Displacements. Okay, race engine block, 28 horsepower. Okay. Race pistons, another 18 horsepower. It's adding up little by little. Supercharger. That's the big one, 106 horsepower. So it's probably a bigger supercharger. Intercooler, 35, not too bad. And cooling, 8 horsepower. And the flywheel, minus 7 pounds. Okay. Platform and handling. So we got the brakes. So you got the carbon ceramic brakes. The efficiency plus 3%. Definitely helps a lot. We're gonna put that on there. Also save you some weight as well. That's stock springs and dampers, so it's like lowering. This is like a little more than half an inch. That's about an inch, and then that's an inch and a half. Inch and a half is just way too low. That raises it. So I'm liking the half an inch drop a lot. I think the 1 inch is too much because it kind of cambers the wheels too much for my taste. So I'm gonna do the half-inch drop. I think that looks really good. So we got the front anti-roll bars. Get those there. Anti-roll bars. So you have the roll cage options. That adds weight, so I'm not gonna put that in the car. Weight reduction. Weight there. So minus 934 pounds. So almost 1,000 pounds there. Race weight reduction. Definitely doing that. Drivetrain. Got clutch. So this basically just reduces the shift time. Most of these parts. This is for tuning. I'm just going to throw it on there just because. Here we lose some weight here with this drive line. 17 pounds, not too bad. Differential, I'm just going to throw it on there. Alright, tires and rims. Okay, tire compound. So it comes, you have the second option sport, then race tire, Forza, and then race tire, and drag. Okay. So you know my tests, I always do the race tire on all my tests, the regular race tire, to kind of have an even playing field against all the other vehicles I customize and test for the top speeds. At the end of the video, I will put drag clicks on it and do a little run at the quarter-mile strip close by the festival, so you guys can see that. You can see the different tire there. Front comes with 275s. Rear 275 stock, which is just terrible. Has no traction whatsoever. So I'm definitely going to upgrade these. I think I'm going to do like 325s. I think it's good. 355s is But 335s. Okay. Alright, rim style. So if you guys want to see how each wheel looks on the car at this angle, I'll put that at the very end of the video, and then definitely let me know which one was your favorite. Alright, next up we got front tires, front rim size. So obviously it's 20s all the way around, and then you can upgrade to 21s if you want. So it's up to you. I'm gonna leave it 20s. I think 21 is just too much for this car. Okay. Get everything there. Alright, so let's see how much all this costs. We got big horsepower gain there for sure. Install setup. Okay, so we're down over 1,000 pounds. That's very impressive. We're up about 340 horsepower. Big jump there. More than a demon. Too bad. Lateral G's, 0.3 of a lateral G. That's definitely a big improvement gain there. And $65,550 for all of that. Not too bad. I think it's worth it in a game. Definitely not in real life. That costs as much as a car new. Well, one more thing I wanted to show you before we go to the top speed testing. You have body kit preset here for this car, which was the same one we saw in the conversion section, but this one puts the same wheels from the actual Liberty Walk car and all that, and the spoiler as well, and the ride height and all that. So yeah, again, I'm not really a fan of that too much, but let's go ahead and move on to the maxed out top speed testing. Yep, definitely 232 is the best we were going to get out of that. Not too bad. It kind of bogged down a little bit when we got off the slight decline there. But I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, over 230 miles an hour and something this large and boxy is just awesome. I love it. Very cool. So we gained about 30 miles an hour, give or take. When we upgraded everything, that's a lot of speed when you're considering top speed, that every mile an hour makes a big difference in the amount of power you have, aerodynamic efficiency and all that. All those factors come into play. I mean, really, really hard when you're going that fast. Oh, that's a great car. Now what I'm going to do for you guys, I didn't do this in the Demon video. I apologize for that. That was my first Forza Horizon 4 video. But I will be doing it here with a Hellcat. So what I'm doing is going back to the festival and making the rear tires as wide as possible and throwing some drag radios on there, and then heading down to the drag strip right there next to the festival to see what this thing can do in the quarter mile. Alright, not too bad. We lose some traction off the start, so I mean it's not perfect, but you do have a rough idea of what you'd get. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Here are all the wheel options for the Challenger Hellcat.
stars that I tried to leave, like a mirage, like a mirage. The stars that you know